You're very welcome back. Now, our next guest has gained over 4 million views on TikTok and supported comedy legends like Deirdre O'Kane and Jason Byrne.
Alongside her work on stage, she's also one of the leading voices who has campaigned for comedy to be considered an art form in Ireland. Ailish McCarthy, good morning to you. It's
Hi,
great
guys.
to have you with us.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Listen, 3 years ago, you started off this campaign to recognise art as...
comedy as an art form,
Comedy as an art form. And you succeeded. Alongside the likes of, so many others. I was Googling it there because so many other art forms were given that recognition. It must have been so frustrating as a comedian to not be recognised.
100%. And I think that's the issue. I think it was just an oversight. Like, the first Arts Act was either 1951 or 1955, and I just think it wasn't considered back then. And then comedy is just one of the newer art forms. Like, the longest running comedy club in the country is 1985, whereas like theatre has been around much longer, and music and opera has been around much longer. So I just think it was an oversight more so than anything.
So when you realised that it wasn't recognised, was it like an immediate decision for you then to start campaigning for other comedians?
Not at all. So that was completely accidental. I was an accidental advocate. I have friends who started up arts companies and have applied for Arts Council funding. So I know the impact that Arts Council funding has on Irish artists. And after the pandemic, I wanted to do my first feature show 3 years ago, and I wanted to apply for Arts Council funding for like development, for research, which is some of the bursaries that they have offered. But I heard to the grapevine that just comedy wasn't considered an art form by the Arts Council of Ireland, and even so that they had it on their website 3 years ago saying, we appreciate the impact comedy has, but we just don't fund it. And that was really unfair.
So explain to me, what were you looking for and what did you receive?
So I was looking for funding for the development of a new show, because the funds would go towards jobs like hiring an engineer, hiring someone to do your marketing, or paying for overheads such as rent of space for touring a show. So these are some of the options that are already existing and available to performing artists in the country. Yeah. So I just thought, if I just apply for comedy and make a case, hopefully a strong application, purely based on merit, I might get it. But to hear that we didn't have access in the first place, I was like, this is so unfair. This needs to stop.
So what did you get? So what did the government come up with, align with other art forms?
Right. So I reached out to the Department of Arts and Culture and I said, are we, an art form? And they said yes. And the Arts Council have been trying to make up the space since in the last 3 years. So comedians can now apply for the Agility Award, which is like €5,000, and it's on a merit basis where they would apply for research and development of new work, which is great. So anyone up to 3 years in performing arts. And then also the Arts Council has announced the first ever comedy bursary, which is up to €20,000, which is the first in the history of the state, where comedians can apply, like I said, pay towards the overheads of a show, tour their show, and we should be keeping those voices here in Ireland, for sure.
What was the reaction like when you first started this? I imagine there was plenty of comedians that were delighted to hear about this.
Yeah, I remember ringing my husband and just crying and just being so, like, tears of happiness, being so happy that the tides have finally changed, that comedians are finally being recognised as artists. So the Arts Council of Ireland announced in December 2025 that, like, yes, we heard what the public has to say, what artists have to say. We're going to regard comedy as an art form now. And it was just incredibly emotional. And I got a shout out on the Des Bishop podcast, which was like, what multiverse is this? It was so exciting. And he said Des Bishop would have really benefited from this like 20 years ago when he was coming up. So it's really wonderful that artists are now getting crack of the whip.
Well, congratulations. And you decided to write your own show around it then. So it's called Me, Myself and Ireland. And it was all about your experience in trying to go to the Dáil and get funding, whatever else. And you decided to perform it. And on the first night, the Arts Council decided to come and watch.
Who better to have a try?
And then they removed the funding straight away after that, no?
No, they loved it. So, yeah, I wrote an autobiographical show about the last 3 years because I just thought it was fascinating. I thought it was interesting and, really gave an insight into the campaign of the last 3 years and, some funny jokes. I felt I also had the same stakes as, Ray Gunn at the Olympics, where she has all these qualifications in dance. But then we know how that turned out at the Olympics. I had the same stakes, okay? Because I was campaigning for the last 3 years trying to get this done. And then to get like a 5-star review or to get the Arts Council to attend on opening night, loved it.
Wow.
I remember government and opposition came like in their individual capacity. They loved it too. And I was like, who didn't like the show? Do you know what I mean? I was thrilled. I was delighted. So it was really, really wonderful.
Well, you've always been involved in the arts. You started out acting.
That's
and
right.
What was the decision like to pivot into comedy? Because it's a scary thing.
It is, yeah. Like, so I was acting from the age of 8. I was in leading a feature film, 32A, which is a coming-of-age story written and directed by Marion Quinn. Her brother Aidan Quinn played my dad in it. Orla Brady, Jared Harris, like a huge amount of like Irish stars in it. But I went into study just to do a 9-to-5 degree, and I did that for far too long, probably 8
How
years.
boring, huh?
I know, right? And then I just thought to myself, do you remember the last time you had like a bit more creativity, a bit more fun? So 7 years ago, I made the decision to do the Gaiety School of Acting comedy course and never looked back, loved it. It's lovely to have like 3 hours a week to just spend time to make people laugh and see if your writing translates to other people. And when they enjoy it, it's like Eric probably gets the same when he has his videos online, just like when that translates.
Oh, yeah.
It's like two
It's a wonderful
comedians
feeling.
either side of me here at the minute. But like, listen, you've travelled, you've performed in Vancouver, Edinburgh, you've got some shows coming up. You're going to be performing in Little Whelan's on the 21st of June. You're in the Harbour Bar in Bray in June as well. Like, it's an exciting... I just think Irish comedy seems to be... And this is why this bursary is important, because...
100%. We've always punched above our weight.
We are funny people, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And we want to see this comedy being, echoed around the world.
Oh, 100%. Like, we do have such an international presence of Irish comedians. And it's great that we're kind of harnessing that, because a lot of my friends who are comedians have emigrated just due to lack of opportunities here.
Really, yeah.
But now, like, basic income for the arts comedians can apply. Creative Ireland, Culture Ireland, comedians can apply for international bursaries past August.
Jeez, I might become a comedian.
I was going to say, we might get away with applying for this.
It's been a long time since we had good news, isn't it? Like, it feels strange. It feels good, doesn't it? So it's really encouraging people to come back going, Jesus, like, my art is... regarded as like something really important. Maybe I should come back. So a lot of friends of mine are looking to come back as well, and back to Ireland to do comedy, which is great.
Absolutely.
Amazing. No, listen, delighted for you. Congratulations. A lot of hard work went into this, and hopefully we'll see the benefit in years to come. And listen, sports people, they get their tax back as well. There's loads of other tax breaks and bursaries that are out there, so it's brilliant to see comedy being a part of that. Your new show, Me, Myself and Ireland, go see it in Little Whelan's or in Bray this June. Ailish McCarthy, thank you so much for coming and talk to us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you very much for coming in, Ailish. Cheers.
There you have it. Right, time for a short break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.